When I say classic Christmas movie, you probably think of Elf or Die Hard, but there's one movie everybody always forgets about.
Every holiday season, there's one toy everyone has to have. Finding it
You got the doll, right?
is this father's nightmare.
I'll get that toy. I promise.
Now, it's two fathers,
This is war.
one mission,
Oh, poor baby.
and every man for himself.
I'm thinking maybe no.
From the director of The Flintstones.
Don't open that up. No, no, no. Of course, there's some assembly required.
You know what you guys are? Nothing but a bunch of sleazy con men in red suits.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sinbad.
I work for the post office and I'm unstable. Tell him.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way is a 1996 comedy starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, that's right, the former governor of California. This film didn't get great reviews, but it's kind of a cult classic, so let's check it out. Now before we go on, I have to ask you guys to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 1 million followers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you guys.
Hello, Mr. Jacobs.
In this film, Arnold plays a workaholic, upper-middle-class schmuck who doesn't spend enough time with his family. If that sounds familiar to you, that's because it's the plot of every movie made in the 90s. I don't get it, man. I really don't get this casting. You got Conan the fucking Barbarian over here working a desk job as some middle management corporate putz. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see him ripping people in half with his bare hands.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Howard, where are you?
I know Jamie's karate class. Don't worry. I'll meet you there. I promise.
You expect me to believe this guy's too busy to spend time with his son, but somehow he makes it to the gym to powerlift for 5 hours a day? Look at him, he's Mr. Olympia. Are we just gonna ignore that? This movie's so cliched, they even do the whole thing where the kid has some kind of performance and the dad rushes to make it, but he misses it anyways.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
He's not gonna make it.
I didn't make it.
Hey man, look at the bright side. At least you only missed it by like 2 hours. And you know what? To his credit, he would have been on time if it wasn't for this cop pulling him over.
Damn it. Look, sir. I'm in kind of a hurry. I'm really late for my son's karate class.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit!
Step out of the vehicle.
Hey man, I wouldn't mess with them. Remember what happened last time a cop pulled him over? Oh, also his son is Anakin from the Phantom Menace.
Ted! What the hell are you doing on my roof?
Sorry you missed the karate class today, but don't worry, I got it all on video for you.
This guy Ted spends the entire film plotting and scheming, trying to sleep with Arnold's wife. And I hate to keep bringing this up, but why is the movie acting like Arnold isn't 6'2" and jacked out of his mind? In what universe would somebody try to bang Arnold's wife unless they were suicidal?
About that karate class tonight. Don't walk away from your father! Fuck you. Jamie? I really wanted to be there. Look, believe me,
But you always say that and you never come anyways.
I lied.
I apologize in advance, but I am not going to stop putting Arnold quotes in this video.
Tell me, what do you want?
I want the Turbo Man action figure. Johnny's gonna get one and so is everybody else I know. Whoever doesn't is gonna be a real loser.
Well, it definitely won't be you.
You got the doll, right?
The doll.
Yeah, the Turbo Man doll. I asked you to pick one up 2 weeks ago. Please tell me that you did not forget that doll.
I got it. I got the Turbo Man doll.
At this point, they'd probably be impossible to find.
The next hour of this movie is him going on a wild goose chase around town trying to find this doll that's harder to get than a fucking PS5.
Give the man a break. He's a dad trying to get a toy. They have cuts, man. Dear Santa, could you send me a bike and a slinky? No, your father's been laid off.
Oh, for those of you born after 2000, this is Sinbad. He was really big in the 90s for a minute. Now he's more famous for not being able to land an acting job in 20 years.
You know it's all a ploy, don't you? We are being set up by rich and powerful toy cartels. They sit there and use subliminal messages to suck the children's minds out. And I know what I'm talking about because I'm a junior college first semester and I study psychology, so I'm right in there. I know what's going on. And then they sit there making kids feel like garbage and use a father who's working 24/7 delivering mail so you make an alimony payment to a woman that's never everybody at the post office but me.
Everybody, I get off
But then when you get the toy, it breaks the
people's power off.
little cheap plastic. You know what I like to do? I like to walk up in that office, grab it, just joking until I find.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm trying to find the Turbo Man dog. Man dog, yes.
Yeah, so, they ain't got no Turbo Mans. Well, it looks like he's gonna be at this for a while, so let's check on the other characters.
Looks like you could use a little you time. Why don't you go upstairs, take a shower? I'll keep an eye on the boys. You deserve it.
Oh, well,
Grab him by the pussy.
Ted, I need to speak to my wife. So could you get her on the phone, please?
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Ah, man, classic Arnold quote. This made watching the whole movie up to this point worth it for me.
Put that cookie down!
Racism! That's what Jesse Jackson was talking about. Good news!
We got a late delivery of Turbo Man at Toy Works. Let's go.
Where'd this guy come from? So after a while, he finally finds a store that has the dolls, but they're doing a raffle to see who can buy them.
These balls will then be drawn in a standard lottery fashion to see who gets a doll.
Dog, this is the calmest Black Friday crowd I've ever seen in my life.
You want a Turbo Man for Christmas?
Oh, shit! It's Jim Belushi, star of my favorite sitcom, according to Jim.
Password. Jingle bells. Get the man his Turbo Man. Put it in the safe this time. Don't open that up. No. Es el tiempo del hombre de Turbo.
Finally, man, this is what I want to see. Arnold Schwarzenegger murdering a bunch of thugs. If this was the whole movie, it would be like 10 times better. I miss the 90s, man. You can't get away with punching a midget into the stratosphere like that anymore.
It's the Great Scatter!
Turns out these mall Santas were running the largest midget trafficking ring in North America.
Hey, who are you? Hey! This must be the sloppiest bust I've ever seen in my entire career on the force. Detective Howard Lang, undercover. I'm a cop, you idiot! I'm Detective Howard Lang, undercover. Now get your act together and arrest someone.
I'm not going back to the joint, you hear?
You might think this is pretty dumb, but come on, let's be honest. Arnold Schwarzenegger tells you he's a cop. Are you gonna tell him he's not?
Are you on your way? The parade's gonna start soon.
Enough of this Turbo Man, okay? I headed up to here with this Turbo Man.
You never keep your promises. You never do anything you say you're gonna do. Ever!
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
This was the beginning of Anakin's descent to the dark side. Oh, fuck, sorry. Wrong movie.
Cheers.
You?
Man, Sinbad keeps coming back, unlike his career.
Couldn't find the kid at all. Does that make me a bad father? No. Yelling at him for no good reason. Now that makes me a bad father.
We get one chance a year to prove we're not screw-ups, and what do? We screw it up.
It's so weird. The dialogue and acting in this scene are actually pretty good. It really seems like two guys having a normal conversation. The only thing that's missing is a midget getting punched into another dimension. There we go.
I never forgave my father. I remember one Christmas I wanted this one special toy. Johnny 7 OMA gun. You ever heard of a guy named Scott Sherman? He was my old neighbor. And his dad got him a Johnny 7 OMA gun. He became a billionaire. And me, I'm just a loser with no future.
Here's to you, Dad.
You shall be known as Darth Vader.
You are the chosen one! I will send that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
Can't let this happen. It's just a doll. It's just a stupid little plastic doll.
So Arnold and Sinbad head over to a local radio station that's giving away free dolls if somebody can answer a Christmas-related question correctly.
I don't need the right answer to win. I got this!
Now what's that?
This, Master Trackstar, is a homemade explosive device.
A bomb?
It's a bomb! Hundreds of these things come to the mail every day. I just kept one in case I ever needed it. Oh!
Hit the deck! Get down!
See, that's how the movie should have ended.
Did you call the cops? Kinda. Let's get out of here. Okay. But I'm going first, buddy. Better luck next time, loser. Free! Hey! Hey!
Completely unrealistic. If this was real life, they would have shot him on sight.
Hey! Back up! This is a homemade explosive device, and I'll blow it up. Know why? Because I work for the post office, so you know I'm not stable.
Gentlemen, you've been duped. This is nothing but a harmless Christmas package.
Yo, my man got Daffy Ducked. After his adventure, Arnold finally gets home just to see Ted putting a star on his Christmas tree. Bro, this is worse than getting cucked. I would rather watch my wife sleeping with 3 other men at once than see this.
I got a Turbo Man for Johnny months ago. It's nestled safely under our tree. Nestled safely under our tree.
Honestly, in any other scenario, I would frown on this, but Ted is such a putz, he deserves it.
It's for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring
My man's is lucky Me Too didn't exist in 1995, or his ass would have been hashtag canceled.
What am I doing? Look at me. Stealing from a kid?
I have no idea where this reindeer came from, but that's fine.
That is Johnny's Turbo Man.
You've broken into our neighbor's house, and you're stealing presents from under the tree.
And then he proceeds to murder an innocent creature. After Arnold kills an endangered animal, he decides he needed to do a good deed to make up for it. So he was gonna join his son at the parade.
It's time I start keeping my promises.
And surprise, surprise, Ted is still being a creep.
A shoulder to cry on. For me, it all started months ago at your Labor Day barbecue, remember? And you asked me how to marinate ahi tuna. It's for sleeping with my wife. In the damn minivan. Enough talking.
Yo, I stan this queen. At this point, the movie becomes really dumb. Arnold stumbles into this building and, long story short, he's now Turbo Man.
Turbo Man!
And even better, he gets to pick one kid from the crowd that receives a limited edition Turbo Man doll.
Turbo Man himself will select a special child from our audience.
I wonder who he's gonna choose. Honestly though, this guy's such a screw up, I almost expect him to pick the wrong kid.
How did you know my name?
This kid's slow or something. You don't realize that the 6'2" German bodybuilder standing 2 inches away from you is your dad? Then, just when everything's going good, Sinbad the domestic terrorist comes out of nowhere to ruin Christmas just like he ruined his career.
Hey, I'm not going home without that doll.
Special delivery for you.
Arnold, what are you doing, man? You're 250 pounds of pure muscle. You can just cave in his chest with a single punch. Hey, at least we got to see him beat up 5 midgets at once. Now that I think about it, this movie really hates midgets, aka little people. No, but for real, that scene where the midget got punched back to the Stone Age is in the trailer.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jingle all the way.
It's turbo power!
Say what you will, the special effects still hold up to this day. Anyways, Sinbad gets arrested for terrorism, Arnold kills Ted, and Anakin gets his toy. So everybody has a happy ending. You'll love to see it. Anyways, kids, the moral of the story is that you can be a completely selfish douche who neglects his family and friends, but as long as you have big muscles, everything will work out. It'd be funny if it zoomed out all the way and it was Ted. Now, is this a good movie? No, it's not a good movie, but it's enjoyable. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, man. You could have the worst film ever as long as you got Arnold over there going flexing his pecs and everything's gonna be okay. I think everybody should watch this movie, man. It's fun. Just stop listening to the critics. Let's be honest, with all the crap that Netflix and Lifetime and Hallmark puts out, the ratio of good Christmas movies is like 1 in 15,000. So compared to all the rest, this has got to be like top 10. This is a good movie to watch with your family or friends, man. Get a couple of glasses of eggnog in you, get some gabagool, some prosciutto, some mozzarella. It's gonna be a good time.